Unbelievable! You were never cut out to be CEO. I'm done. Goodbye.
I started my own company again. I'm being extra careful this time to make it succeed.
Wait. You're a CEO again?
Leave the company to me from now on, senpai.
You... Why would you do this? I'm Yugo Onzen. 29, I was the president of a consulting firm. Up until just now. The one who called a board meeting to corner me was Mitsuhide Amochi. The three of us founded the company together, equal shares, equal investment. But since I led the launch and was older than the others, I ended up as the CEO. Let's give it our all and make this work together. The company got off the ground fast, and we even exceeded our goal in year 1, but I'm fine living frugal if it means we can build solid retained earnings for the next 20 or 30 years.
We took a risk leaving a major firm. If we're not making more than before, what's the point? Our executive pay should reflect ourselves.
What matters most is strengthening the company. Wearing a luxury watch is totally out of line.
Buying nice watches or cars keeps me motivated. Just leave me alone.
By year 3, arguments like this had become routine, with the third member always siding with Mitsuhide. Still, I never thought he'd actually convince a board meeting just to oust me. I technically have the right to stay on as a board member, but after that betrayal, there's no way I'm working with them again.
I figured you'd say that, Yugo. So I made a point of holding a proper board vote.
Yo, buy out my shares, right?
Of course. Thanks for everything up to now.
And just like that, I got screwed over by Mitsuhide and forced out of the company I built. And then...
What? You're not just out as CEO, you're unemployed? What the hell?
Once everything was finalized, I called my girlfriend Hiroko Tsuzumaki and explained what had happened.
Wow. I didn't know you were so hot-headed. Unemployed? Seriously? That's pathetic.
Sure, I probably lost my cool after getting betrayed and provoked by someone I trusted. I do believe I'll bounce back, but I know this makes things tough. So if you're not okay with it...
I don't want excuses. If you're dating me, why didn't you think about the future before you acted? If there was conflict, sucking it up and going along is part of the playing the game, right? Ugh! Unbelievable! You were never cut out to be CEO. I'm done. Goodbye.
I was going to say we should break up if she couldn't deal with it, but she dumped me before I could even finish. So now, I'd lost both my job and my girlfriend. Welcome to rock bottom. What the hell do I do now? I came to my favorite bar for a change of pace, sipping my favorite local sake and mulling things over. Lately, I've been into sake from Nagasaki. Tonight, I chose a fruity one called Nagasaki Bijin.
Master, I'll have the Nagasaki Bijin.
Then I heard a woman a few seats away order the same thing, and I couldn't help but glance over. You into local sake?
Huh? Oh yeah, it's a local one I grew up with, so I'm used to the taste. It's from Nagasaki, actually. Wait, are you drinking the same one?
Yeah, I'm actually from Nagasaki myself.
Oh, what a coincidence. I know there are other folks from Nagasaki out there, but you don't run into them often in Tokyo.
Smiling over the chance meeting, we introduced ourselves. Her name was Mitsuki Isahaya.
Wait, you got your company taken from you?
As we chatted over drinks, we really hit it off. Before we knew it, we dropped the formalities and started swapping personal stories. Yeah, well, more like a step down in the end, but yeah, it got taken from me.
So now you're unemployed. Got any leads?
Honestly, no. I don't have anything lined up. But I'm thinking of starting another business. It's always been my dream to have my own company.
Wow, being able to keep dreaming even after what you've been through. That's impressive.
People always say I'm too carefree, but I've been pretty shaken this time. That's why I came out to drink. Then I met you, Mitsuki, and got to talk. It's made me feel a little lighter.
I'm glad I could help.
That night really refreshed me. I started feeling like I could move forward again. Evening. Fancy running into you again. After that, I jumped right into preparing for a second shot at launching a business. And on weekends, I kept running into Mitsuki at the bar, even when we haven't planned it. Thanks to her, I've got the motivation to move forward again. Just because you get betrayed once doesn't mean you give up. That's why I was thinking of finding new partners. Just as I started to say that, Mitsuki's expression darkened a bit and she spoke.
If possible, I think being alone is better. Not after what happened. Sometimes, it's just easier not to trust anyone than to be betrayed.
Mitsuki runs an online store selling Nagasaki specialty goods, always out making connections herself. From her tone and face, I could tell she'd been through a lot to get where she was. But there's a limit to what you can do alone. And wouldn't it help to have someone to talk to?
Huh?
I've been through betrayal myself, and I don't want anyone I care about to feel that same pain. So I'd never betray you, Mitsuki. And if I can help in any way, even just as someone to talk to, I'd like to be that.
You go. Thank you. Then, would you keep me company a little longer tonight?
I can't know everything she's been through, but maybe, just maybe, I can understand a little piece of it. Time passed. It's been almost a year since I launched my new consulting firm. If anything's unclear, don't hesitate to ask me. I've got 2 team members and a few interns. No senior hires yet. But teaching from scratch has broadened my own perspective.
Sorry for the short notice. Was work okay?
Now Mitsuki and I talk all the time. We go out to eat more often too. Totally fine. So what's up?
Well... Actually, it's kind of embarrassing, but I think I got scammed by a shady company.
What? A scam? What kind?
It's okay, really. The damage is pretty minor, so don't worry.
No, it's not about the amount. Tell me everything.
Thanks. You know those online ads about boosting traffic through CEO? One of them claimed it was completely performance-based, so I signed up for that.
There are tons of companies out there offering SEO services to boost traffic. Most of them require a 6 months to 1 year contract. And due to how the internet works, it's impossible to guarantee results up front. But if it's performance-based and you only pay if results are delivered, that makes it easier to commit. So it works by increasing the payment as traffic goes up. That's a pretty new model.
Exactly. My shop sales have been stagnating, and I wanted to shake things up. Guess it's true. You really can't trust people so easily. Life's tough.
Just when she started opening up and trusting me, this happens. I was frustrated, like it had happened to me. It's okay, Mitsuki. I'll help you figure this out.
Thank you, Yuko.
I wanted to do whatever I could for her, so I asked her to explain everything in more detail.
So the company just vanished with 0 results delivered.
Then at least you didn't lose money. Doesn't seem like it qualifies as a scam if there's no loss.
I did pay a 30,000 yen setup fee. It's not much, but it's not nothing either. Here's the company name.
Kikyo Corporation, huh? The moment I saw the name, a strange sense of deja vu hit me and I was speechless. A few weeks later, Mitsuki and I stood in front of an office door.
So, this is Kikyo Corporation?
Yeah, no doubt about it. After losing contact with the shady company, Mitsuki found no office at the listed address. So I used a few connections to track it down.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this. It's my business, so I should handle it.
Don't worry about it. If it went along, it might be dangerous. I smiled at Mizuki, who didn't want to burden me further, and reached for the door.
What? You go onsen?
Long time no see, President Amochi. Never thought we'd meet again, just over a year later. Standing there was my ex-colleague who had ousted me from my own company. This wasn't our old office though. Must have had to relocate for some reason. Where's everyone else? The once full office now had only a single desk, presumably his. No desks, no shelves, just one sad workspace and a computer.
They're out doing sales.
There's only one chair here. You're working alone, aren't you? At my words, Amochi clenched his fists in frustration.
Come on. Ever since you left, our revenue's been tanking. I didn't expect so many clients to say, if Yugo Onzen's gone, we're not continuing the contract. Everyone started quitting one by one, now it's just me.
So that's when you resorted to set up fee scams.
How do you know that?
Because the woman standing next to me is one of your victims.
What?
So you didn't run the scam through this company directly. You set up a dummy corporation. There was no company name I recognized on the card Mizuki had. But the address matched our old office. And the name Kikyo. That brought you to mind. Back when we founded the company, we still trusted each other.
How about calling a Kikyo Corp? Sounds cool, right?
Amochi suggested that name. It lost a vote, but I remembered how obsessed he was with it. Pretending to be an SEO consulting firm to scam people. Seriously? What are you doing?
I had no choice. I couldn't keep up with the payments. I needed money, damn it. But I didn't have the guts for big-time scams. So I came up with this instead.
Collect small setup fees from tons of clients so they won't bother filling police reports. And since it's performance-based, they'll just assume it didn't work out and forget they paid anything. Meanwhile, I don't do any real work and I pocket the fees. You've always been clever, Amochi. But to use that for fraud? Pathetic. You should have used your talents for real work.
Kicking you out was the beginning of the end. I had no way out. Miss, you can turn me in to the cops or whatever. I'm done running.
Amochi bowed deeply to Mizuki, completely drained. He looked utterly defeated. Mizuki's eyes reflected a deep, complex emotion.
I've always kept people at arm's length. Because the more you trust someone, the worse it hurts if they betray you. This just proves again that trusting people only leads to trouble.
Mizuki. She's always chosen to walk alone. Because being betrayed was worse than being lonely. And that choice came from a past she couldn't forget. Back before she ran her online store, Mizuki owned a small regional restaurant in Nagasaki. She cooked. Her friend handled service and accounting. Mizuki saw her as a true partner, but then...
Why? Why would you do this? I trusted you!
Her friend started dating a customer to pay off his debts. She stole money from the restaurant and disappeared.
I'm so sorry.
She returned the exact amount, but Mizuki's heart had already shut down.
If I'm just going to be betrayed again, then I'm better off alone. I met someone like that, Yugo. Someone who, even after being betrayed, still chooses to trust again and move forward. I thought, wow, that's strength. That's cool, because it's something I could never do.
Mitsuki.
When I told him I'd been scammed, Yugo did everything he could to help. I don't know why you betrayed someone as caring as Yugo, but thanks to you, I now believe I can trust him.
While Mochi hangs his head in shame, Mitsuki looked satisfied. She must have carried that inner conflict for a long time. A mochi. It may only be 30,000 yen, but that doesn't make it legally or morally excusable. Most people wouldn't be as forgiving as Mitsuki. Face your action and make things right. Just as I said that, and thought things were finally over.
There you are! I paid a setup fee because you said my traffic would increase. Nothing's changed.
No, that's...
Another angry victim showed up. Can't say he didn't deserve it. And as if that wasn't enough, it turned out to be my ex-girlfriend, Hiroko. Someone I never thought I'd see again.
If your traffic goes up, your follower count increases, and on social media, followers are everything. It helps you flex on your friends, and your odds of meeting a hot guy goes up. So how are you gonna make this right?
I'm sorry. If there's been no results, I'll refund your setup fee.
Forget the refund, just get my traffic up. I haven't had a single good...
Mid-sentence, Hiroko stops, mouth agape, she finally notices me.
Why are you here, Yugo? Are you in on this scam too?
Hardly. Though I am surprised you're one of the victims. Wait, were you trying to boost your personal social media? To meet a good guy?
So what? There aren't any decent men around, okay? How about you? What are you up to lately?
I started my own company again. I'm being extra careful this time to make it succeed.
Wait. You're a CEO again?
Hiroko's eyes lit up in an instant. I had a very bad feeling about this.
Hey! Why don't we try again? Back then, you told me out of the blue you were jobless. I freaked out, that's all.
Sorry, but that's never gonna happen.
Why not? Oh, I get it. We just ran into each other, so you're not emotionally ready, right?
No, that's not it. I want a relationship where we support and encourage each other. The moment I lost my job, you bailed. That kind of bond doesn't exist between us.
That's not true, Yugo. I've changed since then. Just hear me out.
As she kept insisting on whatever she wanted, Mitsuhide stepped in.
Let's move forward with the refund process. This way, please.
Hey! Don't get in the way. This is more important than...
Like a child throwing a tantrum, Hiroko was dragged away as Mitsuhide guided her to a corner. He signaled us to go where we had the chance, so Mitsuki and I quietly left. Eventually, the number of victims from Mochi's shady practices exceeded 100. Even if the amounts were small, those affected were mostly people who needed business support. Of course, they wouldn't just let it go. Naturally, the company couldn't stay afloat and folded. After paying restitution to all victims, Mochi began showing up at my office every day to beg.
Please let me see President Onzen. I want a chance to start over from zero.
As for the other former execs and staff, some couldn't even land interviews. Others scraped by doing daily labor. It was rough all around. And to make things worse, someone else started showing up every day to pester us too.
Please, Yugo, just talk to me. I'm not who I used to be. I've changed, please.
Okay, let's yell together. Ready? 1, 2. President, please just give us a chance to talk. We're begging you.
Needless to say, I had no intention of reconciling with either of them. And yes, I called the cops immediately after. You know, it'd be such a waste not to use those cooking skills. What do you say? Want to open a restaurant? Not long after, Mitsuki and I officially started dating. I was always blown away by her cooking.
Thanks. I'd like to try. But because of my past, working with someone else still scares me.
I figured you'd say that. So I put together a plan. Want to hear it? A small shop that sells Nagasaki specialty goods by day and serves regional foodies Akaya style at night. It's a hybrid of retail and dining, sized so one person can handle it. I used my experience from food industry consulting and tailored a plan to suit her personality.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a wonderful shop. Thank you, Yuko.
With your cooking skills, we'll be just fine. I'd love to help out at the shop whenever I can. Getting betrayed hurts. Being alone might feel safer. I understand why some people think that way. But Mitsuki overcame her trauma and accepted me as her partner. So now, I want to prove through my own life that there are people who won't betray you.
I made a reservation at the high-end restaurant that you wanted to go to for our anniversary.
Really? Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm Tsukasa Ito, 23 years old, working for a major corporation. I'm in my first year out of university, and my motivation is high. I want to climb the corporate ladder for my future.
We've been dating 2 years now. Thanks for everything, Tsukasa.
Ayana always smiles at me kindly and expresses her gratitude. I hold her dear from the bottom of my heart. Since we were students, I knew Ayana had strong thoughts about her ideal future. I knew she had strong desires for marriage.
Wow, this actress is getting married. That's so great. Getting married in your early 20s is ideal, huh?
Of course, she doesn't say this directly to me. It's just a random thought that she doesn't notice as I come home.
You're here! I didn't notice. Welcome home, Tsukasa. Dinner's ready.
Sorry to surprise you. I'm home, Ayana. That actress you like got married, huh?
Yeah, she showed off her ring with her husband. It was sparkling. Oh, so beautiful.
Really? Ayana, do you long for a ring like that?
Well, I do have a longing for it. But for me, the most important thing is love. I'd be happy if he chose it for me. This conversation is embarrassing. I'll go heat up dinner.
After several of these incidents, I decided to propose on the next anniversary. Although I was able to join a major company, it was still my first year out of school. My income isn't very high yet, but this brand is famous and popular. I wonder if she will like it. It's probably a cheap option for an engagement ring. But I wanted to make her happy, so I carefully selected both the brand and design. Ayana said something like that before. She's sure to like it. A few days later, after receiving the ring, I told her I would be late, so Ayana's probably already asleep by now. I entered the house quietly so I wouldn't wake her. The room was dark, and I thought she must have gone to bed. But then, I heard her voice.
Guess what? My boyfriend?
Huh? Is she on the phone? Ayana often told me that she talks to her friends when I'm home late. It was nothing new, so I was about to pass by the door, but...
My boyfriend made a reservation at a fancy restaurant for our anniversary, so I thought he might finally propose.
Ah, so she figured it out. Looks like my surprise failed.
But when I was cleaning his room, I found it. The engagement ring brand was cheap. I had high hopes, but this is the worst.
Huh?
I did tell him I wanted him to choose it for me. But still, since he works for a big company, I thought he'd choose something more impressive. My favorite actress has a beautiful high-end engagement ring.
Am I dreaming? Is this Ayana's true feelings? I was scared and couldn't face Ayana, so I quietly went back to my room without her noticing. I couldn't sleep. The next morning, I was sleep deprived.
Good morning, Tsukasa. When did you get home? You were so late. Good work.
Thanks. Sorry, I didn't want to wake you up. I was confused by how normal Ayana seems, and I started to think that maybe it was just a dream. Afterward, I tried to continue as usual, but I realized I wasn't enjoying myself like before.
Are you going to be late again today? I made dinner and waited for you.
Sorry, I have to finish some work today.
Got it. Just make sure you don't overdo it and hurt yourself.
The usual exchanges, but now, I start to wonder about what's behind her words. I can't look at Ayana the same way anymore. Ugh, I can't. It's just a normal conversation, but I can hear her words in my head.
I wanted him to make time for me.
Ugh, no, this is just my paranoia. Can't grip me. Is it really true? Why is this happening? Calm down, Tsukasa. Ayana is going out with friends today, so I'm at an izakaya with my old friend, Makoto Saito, a longtime friend from middle school, who also knows Ayana, since they were in the same university. Sorry, once I saw your face, I couldn't stop my complaints. It's fine, you're probably in shock. I mean, Ayana-chan said that? Ayana had a good reputation among their university peers, and Makoto was surprised by what I had told him. So what are you gonna do? Maybe it's a good idea to talk to her directly.
Uncle! Another round of draft beer, please.
Oh, are you still drinking, young lady? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I can't handle this without drinking something like this.
Hey, Emmy, don't drink so much. If you keep going, I'm not paying for it.
Oh, big brother! You're so mean. You're heartless.
Shut up! You're the one forcing yourself on me. Emi-chan, you're lively as always. She's Emi Saito, Makoto's 20-year-old sister. I've known her since she was in elementary school, so she feels like a little sister to me too. Sorry, Tsukasa. She couldn't help but follow us when she heard you were down.
I'll never forget how you helped me when I was bullied in elementary school. Unlike my brother.
That's because you didn't talk to me. Emi then seriously listened to my concerns.
About that ring brand, I think it's fine. It's popular and I don't really understand what's wrong with it. Well, everyone has their hidden sides, but...
It's just a small misunderstanding. But Tsukasa, in his first year out of school, decided to respect Ayana's feelings and propose. To trample on those feelings and complain about the ring is just so wrong. Thank you, both of you. Talking to you made me feel a little better. In the end, it was such a small thing. I can proudly say the time I spent with Ayana was real, and I don't doubt her love for me. I realize I misunderstood her polite words as her true feelings, and I'll make time to have a real conversation with her. Alright, Makoto, let's drink until we drop today. I'm on your side. Thanks. I'm really glad you're here. I'll treat you today. What are you talking about? I'll treat you. So cheer up already.
Uncle! Another round of beer, please.
You should stop already. Touched by Makoto and Emi-chan's kindness, I decided to trust Ayana again. Ayana, can we talk for a bit after this? After the meeting, I decided to properly talk to Ayana about the engagement ring, so I sent her a message.
Sorry, I just promised to talk to a friend, but... I can talk after midnight, though. But you have work the next day.
I see. Alright. The next day, when I left for work, Ayana still hadn't woken up. I thought we would talk when I came home from work, but...
Tsukasa? I'm going back to my parents' house this weekend.
Huh? What happened? Is everything alright?
Actually, we decided to have a mini reunion yesterday, so I'm waiting for the bullet train now. I also want to see my parents after a long time. I'm sorry for the suddenness. I'll be back before the anniversary.
Just when I had made up my mind to talk, I couldn't get any time to talk to Ayana. I wanted to talk in person since it was an important conversation, but I guess I'll just have to call her now. But then, Ayana had plans for 2 days, so I gave up. In the end, I decided to talk to her after she came back the next night. But then, I got a call from Makoto. Hey, Tsukasa, did you talk to Ayana about that thing yet? No, unfortunately. Our schedules didn't match. I was actually going to talk to her tonight, but... Wait a second. I have something important to tell you. Come to the izakaya we were at last time tonight. Something important? Sorry, I know Ayana is coming back today, but... no, it must be something important, right? So, what is it? I want you to see this. What is this? Seeing it, I was speechless. Makoto looked at me with a complicated expression. The next day, on the day of the anniversary, I was at the restaurant I reserved without saying a word to Ayana.
I've been feeling lonely lately since I couldn't spend time with you, Tsukasa. I'm really sorry.
Since she came back, Ayana has been acting strangely. She seemed like she was forcing herself to be cheerful. Plans never seemed to match, huh?
Yeah. By the way, you kept saying you had something to talk about, right? What was it?
Ayana probably thinks she'll be proposed to right after this.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you nervous?
Yeah, sorry. I think I'm just a little nervous. I moistened my dry mouth with some water due to my nerves, and then decided to speak up. Ayana, how was your visit to your parents' house?
Huh? How was it? It was fun. I talked to my mom and dad, and I got to see some friends.
I'm glad you had fun. I smiled as usual, but Ayana looked somewhat uncomfortable. You've always been kind to my family, and you've said you'd like to become family one day.
Yes, but what's the matter? You're acting kinda strange today, Tsukasa.
Strange, huh? If you want to say that, Ayana, you're the one who's been acting strange ever since you got back, don't you think?
Huh? Tsukasa?
Ayana looks at me with a worried expression. There's some panic in her eyes. Even though I overheard her bad-mouthing the ring, that's all there was to it. I had made up my mind just yesterday to trust Ayana again and propose as planned. But... let's break up, Ayana.
What?
I chose to break up with Ayana. For her, this must have come out of nowhere. She was stunned, and it seemed like it took her a while to process it.
Why suddenly? Is it because we just couldn't find time to meet?
Not at all. Well, I did hesitate when I accidentally overheard you bad-mouthing the ring, but...
Huh?
it was about that, but I've moved past it now. So, I was going to propose to you today, but... I said, pulling out my phone. This is your account, right?
Why is this?
The screenshot shows Ayana's social media story. Yes, this is what Makoto showed me yesterday. This is what Emi found by chance. This social media account mainly posts photos and videos, and I wasn't on it, so I didn't even know about it. But Emi updates it frequently. So, I wanted you to see this. The screenshot shows... What?
What should I do? I couldn't refuse and I slept with my ex. What should I do with my boyfriend?
The realization hit me, and my mind went blank. I know this is a shock, but I couldn't just stay quiet after finding this out. And Emi, she cried and said she wants you to be happy. You haven't proposed yet, right? So... Ayana must have met with her ex at the reunion. They must have gotten carried away, and... I see. Thanks, Makoto. You cheated on me with your ex, didn't you? I could forgive you talking badly about the ring, but cheating is a different story. I can't be with someone who cheated.
I'm sorry! I did it while I was drunk and I regret it. I've been thinking about how sorry I am. But I was too scared to tell you.
I believe those words are sincere. I know Ayana had feelings for me, but... I keep thinking, what if you cheat on me again? That thought haunts me. I only found out about this just yesterday, but I can say for sure, I'll always be trapped by this cheating. Scared, suspicious, frustrated. I'm sure the cycle will repeat. Maybe after spending years together, I could get over it, but...
Then give me a chance. I really need you, Tsukasa. It has to be you, no one else. I'll even let you put a GPS on me, and I'll show you my phone every day. If you're worried, I'll even let you bug my phone, so please, please!
Sorry, but I can't see a future with you. I'm leaving now. I've already paid, so enjoy your meal. I stood up and apologized to the customers and the staff for causing a scene.
Wait! I want to marry you, Tsukasa! You're the only one for me! Tsukasa! Wait, Tsukasa!
Unable to give up, Ayana chased after me. Confused on the inside, I walked out of the restaurant, but... Tsukasa! It seems that they were worried and had been waiting outside. Emi and Makoto rushed to me.
Why is Makoto here? Move aside! I need to talk to Tsukasa.
What do you say, Tsukasa? But I've said everything I needed to say. No matter how much we talk, my feelings won't change. That's what he says. Now we're gonna have a cheer up Tsukasa meeting. Makoto said as he pushed my back and started walking, with Emi walking close beside him. But Ayana, irritated by Emi's presence, seemed to snap.
Don't come near Makoto.
The momentum pushes Emi onto the street. The truck is just about to hit her.
Huh?
We froze, unable to move in shock. It was the truck's honking that brought us back to reality. Emi! Emi, are you okay? Emi, are you hurt?
Tsukasa! Makoto,
Emi finally begins to understand what happened. Her face goes pale, and her hands start shaking. Makoto pulls her into a tight hug. Ayana was trembling with a pale face, and I glared at her.
I wasn't trying to hurt you. I just couldn't stand that she was so close to Tsukasa. I never meant to do anything like this.
It seemed like an impulsive action. Still, even if it wasn't on purpose, the fact remains that you pushed Emi out of your way. What did Emi do to you? If you made the wrong move, she could have been...
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Emi. I'm so sorry. Please raise your head, Ayana.
After a moment, Emi's voice was unexpectedly steady.
Tsukasa, Makoto, I want to talk to Ayana alone for a bit.
Emi, but... We hesitated, but Emi's determination was clear. Reluctantly, we moved away.
Sorry for making you wait. My overprotective brother is such a problem.
Once we moved away to a little distance, Emi smiled awkwardly at Ayana.
You... why? I think I kind of understand how you feel, Ayana. When someone you like is around another woman, it's easy to feel jealous, right? Especially when you're in love with that person. Women are so sensitive to things like that, aren't they? Yeah? So I just lost my temper. I didn't mean to hurt you, really. But that's hindsight. Emi, you're free to be even angrier with me if you want. I understand, but I won't. Because I was kind of happy when I found out you were cheating, honestly.
Emi says as she shrugs. Ayana opens her eyes wide, then smiles faintly.
I see. I was wondering how Tsukasa found out about the story. But it was you, huh? Yes, so I'm thankful. I can now make a fair move towards Tsukasa. Even so, if we hadn't found out, it would have been meaningless, but... I lost. I can't win against you. Even so, she seemed happy to be able to make a fair move, while I hurt the man I love by bad-mouthing the ring and cheating on him. Please, take care of Tsukasa.
Ayana says and bows deeply to Emi. Above her, large raindrops begin to fall. Now, as for Ayana after that.
What kind of ring was it, I wonder?
Ayana had found the box for the ring, but she hadn't seen the contents. She would occasionally look at the ring finger on her left hand and wonder what kind of ring I had bought for her. It had become a habit. To push those thoughts away, She was pouring all her energy into work. By the way, her ex-boyfriend asked to get back together, but she flatly rejected him. And as for me, I'm home.
Welcome home. Dinner's ready, so you go ahead and eat.
After that, I had nowhere else to go, so I ended up moving in with Makoto. Since Emi also lives there, we are now living together as a 3-person household.
Hey, Tsukasa. Do you still have feelings for Ayana?
It would be a lie if I said I don't think about it at all, but I have no lingering feelings.
I see. Well, then, can I throw my hat in the ring?
Huh? At those words, I froze. That meant... I'm home! I'm so hungry. What's for dinner? Huh? Am I interrupting something?
Yes, you're interrupting. We were having a good time until now. Geez, Tsukasa.
Yes!
Since that day you helped me and taught me those bullies a lesson. I've liked you ever since. I don't care what kind of ring it is. I'll never cheat, and I promise I won't make you worry. Please, will you go out with me?
Actually, Emi had been waiting out in the cold when she was in elementary school, believing the words of a friend. By chance, I, who was in middle school, passed by. Makoto also came later and learned that she had been bullied. You've liked me for that long? It's still hard to get over the old wounds, but if you're okay with that...
Yes, I'm more than okay with that. Yay!
I'm so happy, Emi! Now I can call myself Tsukasa's older brother! No, I'm not calling you that! No matter how much you love someone, or how many years you've spent together, if you betray them once, everything crumbles. That's why trust is so valuable. It's something you earn with the consistency of a person's honesty.